everyone, how are you today? My name is Gerald. I am the Ginger Gerald Stitcher, and if you saw the title of this video, you will see I am going to learn how to knit. So if you're new to my channel, because of that, welcome. Thank you for tagging along. This is going to be a series of videos that I do on my travels and journeys into knitting. I first want to shout out and make sure you pause the video right now after I tell you what you need to go do. So your homework right now is to go subscribe to Off the Grid Needle Arts. It will be on the screen now. Caroline from Off the Grid Needle Arts is going to be my teacher. So you need to, if you want to learn how to knit as well and share in the experience with me, you need to go watch her videos or subscribe and watch her videos because she is going to put out the videos on the lessons. She's going to provide the lessons for us. And then I will be providing some videos on me learning how to do the stitching. So first, let's get some background information. Why would I ever want to learn how to knit? So if you've been following me on my channel for a while now, you will know I am a cross stitcher. I started cross stitching a year and a half ago, brought it back up into my life, and I've been addicted ever since. However, cross stitch often can be hard to travel, and it's not a hard hobby to travel with. However, but whenever you want to do something like watch TV at a friend's house, and they like to have the lights off, you can't really cross stitch. And I'm hoping eventually I will get to the point where I can stitch in minimal light so that I can enjoy stitching at friends' houses, in the car, without having to look too much. Because I'm one of those people that can't sit still much anymore and for long periods of time. So I'm hoping that whenever I have downtime, I will be able to pick up knitting. So if I go over to my friend's house and we binge watch The Crown or Victoria or whatever we end up binge watching, or like last week whenever the Super Bowl was on and I went over to his house, I want to be able to have something that I can work on because I like to feel productive even whenever I don't need to feel productive. So I am going to, in Caroline's terms, become multi-craftual. So, and let me tell you, I'm already starting to regret. No, I'm really not. But I know Caroline had posted on her Instagram and in her video all of her plans and everything. And I am one of those people that I'm an impatient learner. I learn fairly quickly. So, but I'm going to be patient so everyone can stay together in the lessons. But I typically am one of those people, I jump right in and I go to the hardest thing. So I am going to learn slowly. So I know the first thing we are going to learn how to do is a dishcloth. Well, the first thing we're going to learn how to do is cast on and a whole bunch of other techniques and just tips that I guess you need to know so that you can do projects. So I do know the first thing you need to have is a random ball of yarn that you're going to use to practice. You're going to stitch a bunch and then pull it out, stitch a bunch more, stuff like that. So that is the one thing I have so far. Everything else is on order and I will be getting in the mail shortly, I hope, but it hasn't shipped yet. Anyways, so I bought this yesterday at Joann Fabrics. So you can buy this anywhere. I used my 40% off coupon, so it worked. And this is a worsted, Patton's Classic Wool worsted wool. I will be honest, I don't know the first thing about knitting at all. I don't know any of the terminology. I don't know any of the lingo. So this is all new to me. So this is the one I picked for my practice skein. This is considered a skein, right? I'm going to call it a skein. I'm pretty sure you call it a skein because it's not a ball. Oh, it does say ball, one ball. To me, this is a skein. Anyways, so this is what I'm going to use to practice on. I do not have any of my needles yet. I do not have any of my dishcloth yarn yet. I also ordered, because after the dishcloth, we are going to learn how to do a hat. So I also ordered the yarns that I wanted to do that, so that I have it all ready to go. Because again, I'm a fast learner. Because I really want to start knitting sweaters. That's what I want to do. So there we have it. That is what I'm going to be starting with for my practice. If you are interested in following along and want a list of things that you need to purchase in order to stitch along with us, and I hope knit along, stitch along, it's still stitching, right? I will eventually get this right. You will need to go over to her video and watch the video that says, "Let's teach Gerald how to knit," I think. Also, she is putting a list of supplies you need on her offthegridneedlearts.com. That is her blog. I believe it's her blog. Caroline and I are really close, so we text and talk back and forth all day, every day almost. So she personally told me this information, but I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, she's putting it on her blog. And then I believe the first episode is the first teaching tutorial is scheduled to be on, I'm looking at the calendar right now, Tuesday the 13th of February. Now I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that all my supplies get here, my needles get here. But if not, I'm going to be running to Joann's and using my 40% off coupon again and getting a set of needles. So I personally purchased a US 8 circular needle, a US 7 circular needle. Actually, I purchased 2 8s. I purchased one in wood and one in metal, nickel, I think. I bought all of mine from Knit Picks, which is what one of the stores that Caroline suggests. I got 2 8s, one in wood and one in metal, just so I can get a feel for both to see which one I like better. My guess is I'm going to lean towards wood. I don't know. We'll see. I also bought a 7 circular needle in wood. I bought some, their brand of dishcloth yarn is Dishy. I hate that term. If you know me from cross stitch, but you don't, or if you don't know me from cross stitch, I hate lingo. So it drives me nuts. I don't know. So I will do my best. So I bought some Dishy yarn that I think I bought 4 skeins, because I have to jump right in. Plus, you never know what color is going to call to you to work on right away. So I bought 4 different colors of Dishy. I bought 4 balls of 50 grams of worsted weight, I think it's called Wool of the Andes yarn, for whenever we start the hat. But by then, I might have already bought some yarn somewhere else that I'll use instead. And then I bought a set of number 8 double pointed needles, DPNs, double pointed needles. And I believe I bought wood ones for them. So, as Caroline says in her video, she will be posting the updates, the lessons. I will be posting some stitch alongs showing how I'm doing my hands. Now, this is one caveat. I am going to be learning. I'm going to be a student. So please be nice and kind in your comments And if I'm doing something wrong, let me do it wrong and figure it out on my own, because that's the best way I know how to learn. And I'm sure some of you who knit, and I'm sure I will do things wrong, and you will cringe. Just grin and bear it, please, so that I can learn and go with the flow, and we can all have an enjoyable experience. So this is going to be a long-term series of videos on both mine and Caroline's, and maybe some joint videos down the road to chat. And I also have some other plans for videos, so be on the lookout for those. I will be posting separate videos for my knitting from my cross stitching, so that if you only want to watch the knitting, you only have to watch the knitting. That is perfectly fine. All I ask is that you try not to skip through the ads at the beginning, because that helps me buy supplies so that we can do this fun things together. And we're going to have fun, and we're going to learn how to knit, because Caroline has a whole list of things that we are all going to learn together on what to do. Maybe we'll find something I can teach Caroline. With that being said, thank you for watching. I hope you can, if you do not know how to knit, I hope you knit along with us and learn how to knit if you're interested. And it's going to be fun. So, is it called stitching? Do you knit a stitch? Do you knit a stitch? Do you stitch a knit? I don't know. I'm gonna have to ask Caroline. Anyways, because I need something to say at the end here. Be on the lookout for the first lesson on Tuesday, the 13th. I will hopefully have a video up maybe Thursday-ish showing my progress. We'll see how things work out next week. Next week's a busy week for me with Ash Wednesday and everything. Anyways, enjoy the stitch. That's what I'm going to say for now until I figure something out. Enjoy your stitching.